Okay, here's your link, liveleak.com. U.S. Army catches Afghans gangbanging a goat. This is really gross. You can see them down there. But I got to use this later to show you the outrage. Our military can't have loaded weapons because it offends them. We offend them. We're worried about offending this? We're worried about offending this? Why are we even here? Our troops are being set up, people, to a gross bunch of people. I don't even want to call them people. And it has to stop. It's worse than being led as a lamb to slaughter. They're being sent out there and then they can't have live weapons. They're training these guys. They're training these people. And worse, they have little boys for slaves. They take teenager boys out of high school and they use them for sex slaves, the men. Right? I want to hear about how moderate Muslims are. And this is considered culturally acceptable for this country. There's nothing here to defend. I don't know how much of this I can take. I'm not even really watching it. I'm more interested in it being over. You want to see the rest of this gross stuff? Alright, there it is, live leak. I'm not giving you anything that's not already public knowledge. I can't watch it no more. This is what the public has to say about it. Sick bastards. Okay, picked it right up on Facebook. It's common knowledge. I'm not releasing nothing you don't already know. People, what I'm telling you is nothing compared to what I can't tell you what's going on over there. You need to get our people out of there. This needs to end. They're getting killed. That is what I'm going to show you. All President Bush's losses were 575 troops in Afghanistan. Okay. By August 10th, 2010, following two troops and surges initiated by President Obama, that number had doubled. Today, over 1,500 U.S. troops have died in Afghanistan since President Obama took office, and yet little in the war-torn country has changed. And that was June 27, 2013. Okay. While the military has publicly conceded that there is no military solution in Afghanistan and claimed that it supports Afghan-led reconciliation, its policy on the ground is marked by a refusal to establish a timetable. Military withdrawal, even after misleading Americans into thinking that all U.S. troops would be out of Afghanistan by 2014. Must ask ourselves, how many more lives will be sacrificed for this before the Obama administration sets a clear date for the longest war? He's keeping them there to kill them. You can get the rest of this from Just Foreign Policy. There's the web page. If you don't catch the web page, just pause it and then copy the web addresses on these things. I'm not trying to take anybody's work or anything. I want it to stop. 575 to 1576 under Obama. This is about Lieutenant Colonel Chris Rabel. Okay. He had a base, Harrier jets. Go and like his page, Lieutenant Colonel Chris Rabel. Right. Well-liked colonel. Well respected with everybody. Had a base, Gordon Harrier jets. His men were not allowed to have weapons, loaded weapons. Yet the Afghans could run around this post and have loaded weapons. They came on there dressed in American uniforms and killed and raided and blew up stuff. Marine who emailed a threat warning is just now getting bipartisan support. A Marine facing military discharge for mistakenly sending a threat warning from an unclassified email account is now getting bipartisan support from Capitol Hill. Well, hallelujah. This needed to be done. He was sent a letter and forwarded it to somebody. Just punch in the name. Here's the web address. You can catch it here. Fox News Politics. Okay. Major Jason Bresler, a Marine Corps reservist. He was back in Oklahoma in school, and he got a letter from a distressed Marine where he left that there was a bad guy on the base floating around and was a threat. The letter said, where is it again? You can pause this and read the letter for yourself. He told him Sarwar Jan, as an assistant, opened fire on the men while they were working in a gym. This was an FOB base. Now here you got a WND article. Here's your address once again. Go to WND and read the article for yourself. WND. U.S. Marine predicted his own brutal murder by ally. This kid, Marine, he's far from a kid by the time the Marine Corps got done front with him. Lance Corporal Graham Buckley Jr. His dad told his story, and his son told him they were going to get murdered. Okay, and it was going to be by the Afghans they were training in the police. Few weeks later, after he told his dad they were going to get murdered, he was murdered. Staff Sergeant Scott Dickinson, 29-year. Corporal Richard Rivera, 20. Lance Corporal Greg Buckley, 21. Okay. They were murdered by T-boys, 30 Afghan sex slaves. Why are these things even allowed on the post? This guy wasn't vetted. Nothing. Okay. You go to WND, you want to see the whole article. They get them to dress up like women, dance around for the men, and then they use them as their little sex toys. The U.S. State Department has called the Afghan practice of owning dancing boys a culturally sanctioned form of male rape. This is gross. This is why you got people like John Kerry, not people with dignity. This guy, the police chief, gave this kid a weapon, told him to go in and shoot our boys. Major Jason Bresler tried to warn of this. The thing was, Star Wars Jan is back. This is happening all over, and these guys can't say nothing. The Major Bresler's up on charges right now because he tried to warn the people. You know, I've been here. I know what happens. This is true. This is worse than they're telling you. They can't tell you. There's more video over at WND. Alright? I'm just going to try to keep this short so people with cell phones can see it. We have to train these guys because they can turn around and kill us. We are doing nothing except training them. Doing no good here. And these are the same guys, some of them, you see, and do their culturally acceptable things. And you wonder why we call them the names we call them?
Hi, I'm Charlie Daniels. We owe an unpayable debt of gratitude to all of our service people, the ones who are on active duty now, but also to all of our veterans, all of our National Guard. They have all paid a great price for our freedom. But when it comes to heroes, in my book, nobody is a bigger hero than our Gold Star parents. We thank you. We salute you. We wrote a song for you. We hope you'll enjoy it.
Oh, America, red, white, and blue. How many heroes bled and died for you? Answered the call and gave it all. And you know they'd tried to do it all again. But we've listened to pundits and fools. Now we fight our wars by someone else's rules. But even if we had to stand alone, I say you either let them win or bring them home. Say a prayer for Mama. There's someone missing in her family. Say a prayer for Daddy. There's a gold star hanging in the family tree. And the grandkids keep on asking, why did Daddy go to war? And why won't he be coming home? And what was he fighting for? And they just have to keep on saying, son, you'll understand it better by and by. And they hold their heads up higher and keep hiding all the hurt, while that bunch of dirty scumbags at the Westboro Baptist Church insult our fallen heroes whose bootstrings they're not worthy to untie. Say a prayer for Bobby and either let him win or bring him home.